What is going on, everybody? It's another John's Junk. We're going to do another Eat Like a Man. I had literally a person ask me when the next one was, so I figured I'd go ahead and do one. I learned about this from Alex French Guy Cooking. You can, I don't know how to do the whole annotation thing, so you guys will look them up yourself. And we're going to do sous-vide, which means literally something. Now I've started with an American-sized steak because I'm an American-sized guy. Do is season it with, this is adobo seasoning. Picked this up at the farmer's market today. It has in it salt and garlic, onion, black pepper, oregano, paprika, disodium glutamate to keep it from caking up, coriander, and cardamom. Does really well on poultry and beef. And I'm also going to do some butter. Then I'm going to take that, put it in a Ziploc baggie. Butter's running away. One of my neighbors is cutting stuff over there. Another neighbor's dog over there is barking his stupid head off. Anyway, I don't have a straw. What I do have is this cheap piece of garbage pen, so I'm going to take it apart. Delicate approach. That'll do. Then what I want to do is suck all the air out of that bag of meat. This is going to be really gross. Yeah. That should do it though. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it acclimatize to the outdoor temperature for a little bit, maybe a little above. I'm going to put it in kind of a shady spot. I'm going to let that set for, sweating like crazy. I'm going to let that set for a half hour or so. That should acclimatize, and it'll give me time to get the rest of the stuff ready to go. See you in a bit. Let's talk about sous vide. I'm not going to tell you what it means, you can have to look it up. But it is a method of cooking using a very slow method, not unlike smoking, but instead you're going to keep it immersed in a temperature controlled environment. They make machines for it. I'm not going to use one. I'm going to use what I figured out from, man, it is bright out here. Hat and sunglasses. Oh, more better. There's a hawk flying over somewhere. I can hear him squealing. Anyway, they make machines for it. Expensive, you can buy them on the internet, you can look them up. Title of the video will be, sous vide, so you know how to spell it. But Alex French Guy, he's a cheap Frenchman. He showed us a cheaper way to do it, and he kept talking about using a beer cooler. And he broke out one of these. Now, he's French, so I suppose we can forgive him for misnaming that as a beer cooler. I'm American, clearly, and in America, this is a beer cooler, just for scale. This right here will keep one American in ice cold PBR for a Saturday. And this right here, yeah, keep an American size sandwich cool. But we're gonna use my lunchbox instead of my beer cooler, air quotes, to do this trick. Dog's barking. The way this whole sous-vide thing works is you can take a expensive machine, stick it down in your vat of water, and it will circulate and keep the water a preset temperature. Now, the reason you want to do this is couple fold. Whenever you show your meat to fire, you're going to cook it unevenly. It might be perfect inside, but on the outside it's going to be charred, or close to the outside it's going to be more done than you want it to be. So use the sous vide method. It heats your chunk of meat evenly all the way through before you show it to fire, so that way it's basically already done. And if you have guests over and there's an indeterminate amount of time, you can keep it in there for up to 3 hours, and it will keep your food at preset temperature. Now, since I'm using a cooler, I don't have a way to maintain artificially the heat. So what I've done is I've filled my lunchbox here with the hottest tap water I can get, which mine is set at mine comes out of the tap at 120 degrees, so not super hot. So I filled this thing, and it's going to lose a couple degrees an hour. 120 degrees isn't the temperature I'm looking for. So in the house, I've got a pot of water that I've got on the boil. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get this to around 155 degrees, because I want my internal temperature of my steak to be around 145. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump the boiling water in here, which is at 212 degrees, and that should raise my temperature inside my lunchbox to, I guess I want it around 165 degrees. And I'm going to leave it in there for about 3 hours, and my temperature should drop to down around 155, 160. I'm hoping that's my plan. But we'll see how it goes. See if my water's boiling yet. Yep, water has boiled, so I'm going to go ahead and dump it in there and raise the temperature. You guys can't see it, but on this other side is my thermometer, and I'm going to keep an eye on it. That was unsuccessful. It only brought it up to 149 degrees. So I'm going to boil some more water, see if I can raise it some more. Alright, I've got the temperature roughly where I want it. So I'm going to stick my double bag chunk of ribeye in there. It's not sinking like I thought it would. Another thing I'm going to do to mitigate heat loss is I'm going to leave this in direct sunlight. That way there's not really bleeding too much heat out of it. Right now it's sitting at 159 degrees. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. By around 5-ish, that should be ready to show some real heat too. But it's full to the brim. Sitting kind of weird. Butter's already melted. So sit back, relax, run some errands, do whatever. Slow cooking, 3 hours. All right, where are we? It's about 3 hours later. 144 degrees. I think I started at 148, so that's not too bad of a temperature drop. A little lunchbox did a pretty good job. I expected a couple of degrees an hour, roughly what I got. According to Alex, a couple of degrees an hour, not too bad. So The inside of my steak ought to be at 144 degrees, which is medium, so it should be still pink inside. Let's fish her out, see what she looks like. I don't know why the chunk of meat settled like that, but let's get it out. Oh, I'm doing a couple things at once here, so it's the other part of dinner. It's really quite warm. That's what she looks like. Smells really nice. And there we go. It's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. But now let's move on to the next step. I need to show it to some fire. Now, I could throw it on the grill there with my potato, which I need to rotate, by the way. But got something else in mind. The French guy used a little torch, so let's see how that works. Alright, so this is what Alex, French guy cooking, used. A little blowtorch. But it's not going to cut it. It's more like it. Yeah. Alright, so, precautions. No. Let's go. Hi. Burn right through my fireproof glove. Quote unquote, air quotes, fireproof glove. Let's cut her open and see what she looks like. Alright, so that is a little bit more done than I wanted, but it still looks dang good. Let's see what she tastes like. Even my dull knife cut right through it like it was butter. So, I'm going to call that a success. It's like a gigantic prime rib. So that's sous vide. Eat like a man style. Let's eat. Thanks for watching.